News exclusive, Senator John McCain one-on-one with Bob Schieffer on Face the Nation Sunday.
Weather first this evening. Most of the light rain showers have pushed into central portions of Iowa. It continues to be mainly cloudy here and a little bit cool. In fact, that'll be the trend through tonight. We may have to contend with some more rain over the weekend. More on that coming up.
Breaking news now. A man found dead and police say it was murder. Good evening. I'm Craig Nigrelli. Carol is off tonight. Investigators found a man's body inside an apartment at 31st and Chicago in Omaha. Action 3 News reporter Michelle Bandur is live with details. Michelle.
Well, Craig, this is quite a mystery for police. The murder of Brent St. John taking place inside this old home here at 31st in Chicago. It's been converted into several apartments. Now, a couple of neighbors who didn't want to go on camera tell me that they found the body of Brent St. John last night. He was 45 years old. The neighbors say that they became concerned when they noticed St. John's mail started piling up and that his door was ajar. When they went inside, one neighbor said, quote, "It was pretty bad." They said that St. John moved in about 2 weeks ago, that he was pretty quiet, kept to himself, but just a nice guy. They also say he was a welder, and they're not sure about if he has any family around. They did say that they did speak to his mother one time when they were helping him move into the apartment. But again, police aren't saying if they have any suspects or how St. John was killed, only that his body was found inside his apartment, had been there a couple of days, and tonight they're looking for a killer. Now, if you have any information on how this happened, be sure and call Crime Stoppers at 444-STOP. Reporting live, Michelle Bandur, Action 3 News.
The death sentence for one of the Norfolk bank robbers should stand. That's according to the Attorney General's office. State lawyers spoke in front of the Nebraska Supreme Court today. Jorge Galindo received 5 death sentences, one for each of the people killed inside the U.S. bank branch back in 2002. By law, every death sentence must be reviewed by the Nebraska Supreme Court. In February, the court ruled Nebraska's electric chair method was unconstitutional. That left Nebraska without a means of execution. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying a theft suspect. Take a good look at this picture. The Sheriff's Office says a few weeks ago, this man broke into a passenger van at the Holiday Inn Express at 102nd and Ida. He, along with another person, stole personal information, then left in a newer model black sedan. If you have any information on who this person is, call the Douglas County Sheriff's Office tip line at 444-6000. Gang graffiti is spreading to new areas of Omaha, and the taggers are getting more aggressive. Action 3 News reporter Molly Graham is live to explain. Molly.
Craig, vandals are now not just tagging walls anymore. Take a look. They're actually bashing out windows, and we're here near 84th and Center, an area that typically doesn't see this type of crime.
I've been here since 1967.
This old school barber shop is drawing a new crowd, vandals.
I've never seen any graffiti back here like that before. We've had, cars that had windows broken out of sitting back here, but never had any graffiti.
In his 42 years here, Leo Kramer has never been hit with gang graffiti. Until Saturday, that is. He came to work to find tape covering his neighbor's broken out windows and paint plastered across the building. The markings represent MS-13, a dangerous gang known for using machetes to attack their victims. Now, the gang unit is looking in to see whether this is the real deal or just copycats. Regardless, it's an eyesore.
It's not good, It's just people that have nothing better to do, I guess.
In fact, we're blurring out the stuff so these crooks don't get any more attention. But that doesn't mean police aren't vigilant about the problem.
I know they know about it.
Omaha PD's been out to Kramer's corner shop and have got an eye on the growing graffiti problem. In fact, they're cracking down on those who even crack open a can of paint. And it is zero tolerance. You get caught with even a can in your car or a trace of the stuff on your hands, and you could be arrested. Now, the gang unit did come out here this afternoon. As for this vandalism and graffiti, they do believe it is the work of copycats. Reporting live near 84th and Center, Molly Graham, Action 3 News.
A teenage boy is killed on his way to school. Today, family and friends gathered to celebrate the boy's life. Funeral services were held today for 17-year-old Josh Wayland. He was killed when a truck carrying 95,000 pounds of rock smashed into his car at Highway 370 and Highway 50 in Sarpy County last week. The family invited Action 3 News to the funeral, and we'll have much more on this story coming up on Action 3 News tonight at 10. Iowa Governor Chet Culver is urging federal officials to release millions of dollars in disaster assistance or else. He says if Washington does not release $85 million within the next 10 days, he will call the legislature back into special session to work out a solution to help those affected by the massive flooding you see right there. He says federal bureaucracy is delaying the release of money intended for Iowa flood victims, and he plans to press the issue when House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visits Iowa on Monday. Going green, many of us, I should say, are trying to do it. But what happens when those environmentally friendly products, like the efficient CFL light bulbs, burn out? Action 3 News reporter Liz Dorland is live to tell us what to do with them. Liz.
Craig, consumers who use CFL energy-efficient bulbs often save 75% more energy than that of a regular incandescent bulb. Now the city is making it much easier for those earth-friendly to go greener.
It's a great bulb to use. You get great light out of it. It just makes good sense all the way around.
OPPD estimates 5,000 of their green consumers have been turned on to compact fluorescent lamps, or CFLs. Now the city's making it easier for them to be earth-friendly.
We're using the libraries as a collection point. It'll be a free recycling. The biggest issue is why fill the landfills up with glass and plastic and stuff. When we recycle these, 99% of it gets recycled, and the glass, for instance, gets turned back into making a new CFL.
Mark Nichols believes some consumers are turned off by the idea of CFLs because they contain mercury, an element many people see the benefits from every day in tube lighting.
The amount of mercury in those long tubes is about 4 times the amount of mercury that's in one of these.
Now going greener is easier by recycling and saving the environment.
It just makes good sense to recycle. In Nebraska, you can landfill these. It's perfectly legal. But just like anything else, if you're allowed to recycle it, it just makes a whole lot more sense.
Now consumers can take their burned out light bulbs to any public library to recycle them. If one breaks, OPPD says don't clean up the glass and mercury with your bare hands. Instead, use tape and gently pick it up before you throw it away and put it in a plastic bag. Reporting live, Liz Dorland, Action 3 News.
Now, your Action 3 News first warning forecast with Chief Meteorologist Ryan McPike.
Well, it's been a cloudy and unseasonably cool day, and a few spots saw a few brief rain showers across here on this Friday. It looks like most of the rain now headed off to the east of us. Our latest weather system pushing into central and eastern Iowa there. You can see that on First Warning 3D Viper. As we take a 3D vantage point, our next system not too far off to the northwest, already some showers and about a thunder showers up over parts of Montana and the western Dakotas. That will slide south and east later tonight into tomorrow and bring yet more rain, I think, at least through parts of the area, at least through the middle part of the upcoming weekend. In fact, we can see that here on our First Warning 7-day forecast. That chance of rain actually best tomorrow night at about 50%. Temperatures don't change much. I think we'll be around 70 degrees. A lot of clouds over the weekend. And then yet another piece of energy may affect us Sunday night into Monday with the chance of rain. We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. Notice temperatures stay pretty cool there. And then we do actually warm up close to 80 on Wednesday, but another front brings possibly some more thunderstorms Wednesday night on into Thursday. So in the short term here, again, I think we're just going to keep a lot of clouds around. You can see the dark gray indicated by the clouds. The back edge of that trying to break up a little bit. So if we see some clearing tonight, we could get a little fog to develop, and we may actually start Saturday off with a little sunshine. Otherwise, just a sprinkle or a brief shower would be all we would see the rest of the evening. And then late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, I think that next system up over the northern Rockies will start to drop in our region here. So as we head through this evening, again, rain should wind down, continue off to the east. We'll look for maybe a little bit of clearing late tonight into early tomorrow. As I was saying, if that happens, we can expect a little bit of patchy fog early Saturday. Sunshine will quickly give way back to cloud cover in the afternoon, and notice the green expanding late in the day into tomorrow evening. That's the indication of more showers moving back into the area here. Outside right now, mostly cloudy, a little bit of lighter skies off to the west there, so possibly a little sunshine late this evening, but I doubt it. 59, it has been chilly all day. We actually made it in the mid-60s and then came back down with the showers. No wind, the humidity high, and not much in the way of rain. Pretty light amounts out there at the airport right now. 59 in Tacoma. Columbus also checking in with 59. 59 at Epley Airfield, 61 Council Bluffs down to Offutt Air Force Base in Bellevue, and upper 50s kind of the trend in Denison Lake. So everybody cool, and that's going to be the case this evening under mostly cloudy skies. We won't really drop off a whole lot more. I think upper 40s to around 50, little fog, skies break for a time there, and then sunshine gives way to cloud cover through the day Saturday. And we actually have the chance for showers in the afternoon. I think the best chance, though, after a high of 70 degrees would come tomorrow night into early Sunday, and then we should actually see a little sunshine Sunday afternoon there. Otherwise, slight chance for more rain into early Monday, and then maybe some thunderstorms late Wednesday on into Thursday.
Leading off tonight's red, white, and blue election coverage, the war in Iraq and one man's very personal vote for president. Action 3 News reporter Joe Jordan is live with that story. Joe.
Craig, last night Republicans in Minnesota applauded John McCain when he said the surge in Iraq is working. But one Republican in Bellevue was not applauding.
Dale Doyle is going door to door for Barack Obama. It's politics, but it's very personal politics.
He's my baby. Gonna miss him a lot.
That was 2 years ago in the middle of the Iraq War. 19-year-old Jason Doyle, a sailor on board the Kitty Hawk aircraft carrier, was lost at sea.
Please.
2 years later, the war goes on, a war John McCain keeps pushing.
I fought for the right strategy and more troops in Iraq when it wasn't the popular thing to do.
But Dale Doyle isn't cheering. His son's gone.
Whether he was serving in Afghanistan or Iraq or on the aircraft carrier, that brought significant change to my thinking. I've been registered for Republican for as long as I can remember.
He still is, but he's voting for Obama and hope.
He's lost, he's gone, and we know he's in a better place.
Now, while McCain insists the surge in Iraq is working and that Iraq is more secure, Obama says since the surge began, more than 1,000 American troops have died, and the Iraqi government is still unable to fend for itself. Reporting live, Joe Jordan, Action 3 News.
And don't forget, Joe's take on politics is at your fingertips any time of day at our website, action3news.com. Just scroll down the homepage and click on the link to his blog, Jordan on Politics. Still ahead on Action 3 News Live at 6, getting ready for the 1-2 punch. Hannah and Ike make their way closer to land. Stand Up to Cancer. We'll have a preview of the fundraiser that takes over the airwaves tonight.
Breaking news. First warning weather. This is Action 3 News Live at 6. With Carol Wang, Craig Nigrelli, Chief Meteorologist Ryan McPike, and Sports with Travis Justice. Action 3 News Live at 6 continues.
The ET Preview is brought to you by Baker's, right store, right price.
Next, E.T. Shia LaBeouf jumping off a building. Then comedy's biggest stars let loose. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 6:30 on your Action 3 News station.
You've seen me stand on our windows. Now it's time to stand up for our future. Energy efficient windows.
Siding that is
5 times more energy efficient
than regular siding.
Make a change and get up to $500 in free gas. Call, click, or come in today.
What makes Peg Maloney the one and only?
Our house has been on the market for 11 months. Then we switched to Peg Maloney, and she sold it in 2 days. We now have peace of mind in our new home.
Preparation made all the difference. Peg showed us how to stage our house so the buyer could visualize it as their home, not ours.
Not only was Peg a great agent, but having her own moving vehicle made things more convenient and affordable to us.
All these reasons and more are what make Peg Maloney the one and only.
I'm John Hass, and I switched from BMW to a new Ford Edge.
We found the best Ford stories come from people who drive one.
The Vista roof is open every single time we drive.
I love it.
It's totally automatic.
Oh, awesome.
I use the same feature all the time. Hello, we're calling you from my car.
All right, sounds good.
My gas mileage is phenomenal, so I'll take it.
Now write your own story. Get up to $3,000 cash back or 0% for 72 months on Edge. Go to yourmidwestforddealers.com or visit your Midwest Ford dealer and drive one.
It's back to school time, so this year don't rent your kid's musical instrument. Play it smart and buy it from Saul's Jewelry and Loan. That's right, save money and buy a new or used instrument for less than renting one. And best of all, Saul's instruments are professionally serviced and ready to play. Call 333-SAULS.
My pharmacy, they focus on my family's health.
It's not about shopping or long aisles. It's about healthcare products I need.
And a pharmacist who's easy to talk to.
It's the best pharmacy care. My customers trust me.
That's my pharmacy.
That's my pharmacy. That's Medicap Pharmacy.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
You've seen me stand on our windows. Now it's time to stand up for our future. Energy efficient windows.
Siding that is
5 times more energy efficient
than regular siding.
Make a change and get up to $500 in free gas. Call, click, or come in today.
This allergy alert brought to you by Controlled Comfort, your air conditioning and indoor quality experts.
Tonight, all 3 major networks, including CBS, will spend 1 commercial-free hour spotlighting cancer research, raising money for a cure.
This is where the end of cancer begins.
Celebrities will be on stage at the Kodak Theater in Hollywood to perform and give personal stories of cancer survival. Hollywood stars and also public service announcements will appear together, urging others to stand up to cancer by donating money to fund cancer research. You'll see the Stand Up to Cancer special at 7 right here on your Action 3 news station. Tropical Storm Hannah is getting closer. North Carolina's governor expects the storm to come ashore there sometime after midnight. Folks along the coast are getting ready by boarding up homes and businesses. Tropical storm watches and warnings stretch from Georgia to just below New York. In Florida, people are preparing for Ike, which may slam the state next week.
Well, of course, we got a lot of water. We've got a lot of batteries, and we've got a lot of reading material.
Many are getting their basic hurricane supplies just in case. Others headed to gas stations today, fueling up so they can get out of town if need be. Some were also buying gas for generators. Hurricane Ike is now a Category 3 storm. Ryan is here to talk more about these storms. It's almost like the hits just keep on coming.
Yeah, stacking up one right after the other, and it looks like Hannah is certainly going to create some problems through parts of the east coast of the United States over the weekend. Strong tropical storm last report has it still just off the coast of Georgia there, and it looks like it's going to race up the eastern seaboard through the Carolinas, probably through the mid-Atlantic, on up into southern parts of New England there. So a lot of rain and wind, but it is going to be a quick mover. And then, of course, next week we got to focus our attention on Ike. Back here closer to home, it looks like we'll keep Threat Tracker in the green despite the chance of rain coming back in over the weekend, mainly tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. I think that would be the greatest time frame where we would see an impact with the moisture. As far as the Husker game, that shower chance mainly through the second half. Temperatures at kickoff around 60 degrees. It's an early game at 11:30, and here in town it looks like we'll be up around 70 again. Those rain chances late Saturday into early Sunday.
Right, coffee and the Cornhuskers. Sounds good, Ryan. Still ahead on Action 3 News live at 6. Are you ready for Friday Night Football? We have a live report from the break from Bryant Stadium as Gross Catholic takes on Scott Catholic tonight. And here's today's action on Wall Street. A bit of a recovery after yesterday's down day.
First warning weather brought to you by OPPD. Aim green. To find out more, visit OPPD.com.
This fall, the NCIS team is breaking up.
Breaking up is hard to do.
But keeping them apart
My 3 musketeers. I miss them. Please get them back.
will be even harder.
Boss, you heard from Ziva? I would give this up in a heartbeat to be working with you and Ziva again.
Andanosa?
Yeah, him too.
I really need to come home, boss.
Working on it. I'm gonna give you a code.
We hack it.
We are not hacking.
But it is illegal, right? Don't answer that.
NCIS season premiere, Tuesday, September 23rd.
Gas prices go up, and these guys benefit.
Nebraska families deserve better. That's why I took on the special interest to pass bipartisan legislation to lower the price of gas and make America energy independent. Here's my plan. More drilling and exploration here in America. renewable energies, and incentives for conservation. I'm Lee Terry, and I approve this message because when Congress fails to act, they win, we lose, and that's what we're changing.
It isn't very pretty. It doesn't get you frequent flyer miles, and you sure can't use it to scrape ice off your windshield. It's just one more card in your already crowded wallet. But what it can do is offer you the peace of mind of being accepted by more doctors in more places than any other health insurance card in the state. So, to the nearly 700,000 people who carry it, one more card means one less thing to worry about.
Keep your windshield clean and clear with a pair of new Weather Beater wiper blades from Menards. They're simple to install and come in 3 sizes. Stop in today and get Weather Beater wiper blades for just $6.97 each. Find these and other great deals throughout the store during Menard Day sales. From small weekend projects to complete remodels, find everything you need for the best price. Menards, dedicated to service and quality.
Save big money at Menards.
Nebraska Furniture Mart's 30-month no-interest event has been huge. Now they're preparing for another big day. The store opens Saturday at 10 a.m., and they've extended their longest anniversary financing for one more weekend. Get 30 months no interest on furniture, flooring, appliance, and electronics purchases $3.99 or more. All appliances and electronics are on sale. And you'll find anniversary bargains on furniture and flooring, like Armstrong Oak flooring, truckload priced at $269 a square foot. This is your last chance to get anniversary bargains and 30 months no interest only at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Save at Nebraska Furniture Mart with their longest holiday financing. 30 months on qualifying purchases.
Now, Action 3 Sports with Travis Justice.
Week 2 of the high school football season. Again, great matchups as the 9-week season flies by, and playoff positioning is always key. Our game of the night is in Class B. Number 4, Gross Catholic at home against number 7, Scott Catholic. Bryant Stadium is where we find Action 3 News sports reporter Matt Siegel for the Game of the Week preview.
Absolutely, Trav. This is a big one. Last year and in years past, it had been a district game. Not anymore because of the move of Ron Colley out of Class B down into C1. So Gross and Scott play early this season. Last week, they both had some serious success on the football field. Take a look. Here's Gross last week, a monster win, 41-0 over Elkhorn Mount Michael. 3 interceptions, 2 of them returned for touchdowns. Now, there are 15 seniors on this Cougar squad, including Husker recruit C.J. Zimmer. We'll keep an eye on him tonight. As for the Skyhawks under Matt Turman, back after a 1-year leave of absence, a 57-0 win over Nebraska City. Christian Dudzik, 4 touchdowns. They allowed just 45 total yards on defense, but you can throw all the records out the window for this one because a lot of these guys know each other from years past.
A lot of them, they went to junior high together, and then they get split up when they go to high school. So when you know each other and you've played against each other and you grew up with each other, I think you go out and it's kind of like almost playing against your brother. You want to beat your brother.
I think it's 8-6. We got a little bit of an edge in the series over the last 14 or 15 years. So it's turned into a big rivalry, and it's pretty evenly split. So it's always a fun game for our kids.
And who can blame them for being a fun game? Last year, the Cougars won this matchup 23-17. It was Scott's only loss of the regular season. Now, neither squad got past the second round of the playoffs, something that they're looking forward to down the road this season. But this should be an electric atmosphere after both these squads blanked their opponents last week. Highlights and reaction coming up on the Action 3 News Live at 10. We're live at Bryant Stadium. Matt Siegel, Action 3 News.
Thanks, Matt. Again, our coverage is more about quality than quantity. We focus on the 3 best games of the night, starting with Scott Catholic and Gross Catholic. In Class A, top-ranked Creighton Prep kicks off at 7:30 against Millard North. And over in Iowa tonight, a good matchup in Council Bluffs as Lewis Central travels to St. Albert. The Huskers have an early kickoff tomorrow against San Jose State. Watch for the Big Red Now report tonight on the Action 3 News Live at 10. Also, for Husker News right now, go on the web to BigRedNow.com. And now that you have your fantasy team drafted, try the luck at picking each and every NFL game. Sign up for the 2008 Pigskin Pool, only on Action3News.com. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls about this. Don't worry, you have time to get entered. In fact, you can miss 2 weeks and still be even Steven with everybody. Sign up right now by going to Action3News.com. Find the Pigskin Pool icon and then register. Weekly prizes include tickets to Chiefs games, so much more. Pigskin Pool.
Last week he told me Gans was going to come out of the blocks flying. He did. Tomorrow the defense kind of in the spotlight. How are they going to do?
Well, but they're playing San Jose State, so a team that only scored 13 against Cal Davis last week.
All right, let's hold them to that number again. Stay with us. Ryan will have one more check of your forecast.
Coming up tonight on your Action 3 News station.
The Stand Up to Cancer special, then a sneak peek at the new shows coming to CBS.
That's followed by Old Christine, Swingtown, and Action 3 News live at 10.
Then join us Monday morning for the Big Party Morning Show.
Only on Channel 94.1.
My family loves fried chicken, or at least what they think is fried chicken. For us, it's all about lots of flavor and a big crunch. That's why I roll my chicken in yogurt before the cornflakes. I throw in a kick of chili powder, and I always use our family brand ingredients.
Purchase Our Family products and raise money for your school. It's easy with Our Family labels for learning.
For quality, taste, and value, the secret is Our Family. For more delicious recipes, visit OurFamilyFoods.com.
Seems like everything costs more these days. Food costs more. Plane tickets cost more. Gas costs a lot more. You have to save wherever you can. Now USave Pharmacy is here to help. At USave, we have hundreds of generic prescriptions, all $10 for a 100-day supply. That's about a dime a day. All from your friendly, money-saving neighborhood USave Pharmacy. 4 convenient locations. USave Pharmacy, home of the $10 prescription program.
Sometimes I can get a little carried away at my job, so let me shed some light on something. River City Heating and Cooling is the oldest Trane dealer in Omaha, so you know they have the experience to keep you comfy. And River City Heating and Cooling offers round-the-clock emergency service. So here's a bright idea. When I send a little extra heat your way, call River City Heating and Cooling and be cool.
You're not comfortable until you're comfortable. River City Heating and Cooling.
Visit My Home Improvement on Action3News.com for more information.
$1.99, any garment, anytime. $1.99, any garment, anytime.
Are you ready for a dry cleaner with no gimmicks and no tricks?
You found it at $1.99 Any Garment Cleaners.
Any garment, dry cleaned and pressed, just $1.99.
Visit our new location at 120th and Center,
where our name is always our price.
$1.99, any garment, anytime.
Grand opening at 120th and Center.
We clean your clothes, not your wallet.
Finally tonight, do you remember the first time you Googled somebody? It could have been more than 10 years ago. Here's why. This weekend, the internet search engine turns 10. Not very long ago, we were unable to Google anybody we knew, the things we wanted to buy, or the places we'd like to visit. But in just 10 years, Google has become more than a verb. It's become part of our culture. The two founders started Google as Stanford grad students in a garage. They now run the company from what's called Googleplex. And I bet their direct deposit is pretty hefty. Final check of the
billions
forecast.
And billions. Maybe some more rain to contend with, especially late tomorrow into Sunday. Very consistent, though. Lots of clouds with highs around 70 both days.
All right, fall-like.
Don't they just print money there?
I think so. Hey, thanks for watching Action 3 News Live at 6. We hope to see you back here at 10. Remember, when news breaks, Action 3 News always breaks in.
Closed captioning is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Someone who has made the decision their mom or dad needs to be in a nursing home. You trust these facilities and something goes wrong and the family members then are left to think, well, where do I turn next? They can come to us and we're going to work to find out what happened and make sure the institution responsible makes it right. When you know that poor care is being provided, you can't just ignore it. These cases are about families. It's about being heard.
Need cash now? Then do it now. Call 333-SALS because right now SALS has quick cash loans from $10 to $50,000. Just bring in your motorcycle, jet ski, boat, or camper. No credit check, no hassle, and no loan is too big. Don't wait. Call 333-SALS now.
Too many companies don't understand customer service. You know, where you, the customer, really are the most important person in the world. Well, my friend here, Peter Fink, is president of Certified Transmission. He doesn't just give customer service, he lives and breathes it.
It's not just about transmissions. It's about the people that brought you that car, taking care of their needs. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Why doesn't everyone feel that way?
Good question.
The job done right at the right price.
That's Certified Transmission.
The Subway Handy Guide to Eating Fresh. Due to the fanatical response, we're putting $5 regular footlongs on the new Subway Everyday Value Menu. Not 2, not 4, but 8 mucho meaty footlongs. With $5 footlongs, eat fresh every day.
Subway.
Make your dream come true. Now get $5,000 cash back on a 2008 Mustang. Visit your Midwest Ford dealers today. Ford, drive one.
I knew what I wanted in a kitchen, but I couldn't put it together. I wanted a large oven area, double oven. I wanted an island area. JT Builders put everything together for me. They had the quality and the know-how that I felt that I needed in there.
Do the job, JT Builders.
Children's Hospital, more than you can imagine.
Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment